Okay, hey, I'm back. I'm in Happy Hoppers again, Volume 1. Remember last time we did this little girl, little fancy pants? All right, I talked about doing the purse. Let's do that. So I'm going to blow it up, get the book in the right position. In fact, I'm going to turn it just a little bit. And you're really, okay, that's as close as I can get. You're going to really see how there's so much tooth in the paper this time. So I just have to not move the book. All right, because it is a limited palette of colors, and I do like purple. See, that's all the purples there are. So that's another reason why I need the bigger set of these. So I'm going to go with lavender, which is 109, and amethyst, which is 88. So, ooh, this is lighter. This is lilac. No, that's really a different shade than what I want. Okay, so there's the 109 lavender, and amethyst is 88. All right, so now then, let's also pull white, number 24. First thing I'm going to do, because I already know about this paper, I already know that I called it crappy last time. It's thin. It's a thin paper, okay? That may be a better way of actually stating it. And I've just sharpened these pencils just a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to come in first with 109, and I'm going to lay down color. I'm just going to put the color down. Have you ever noticed how within the same brand of pencils, sometimes one will go on smoother than another, and sometimes it feels like one's scratchy? Like my browns felt really smooth when I put them on, and this purple feels almost a little bit scratchy in places. Okay, that has to do with the pigment. How much pigment is actually in the pencil, the color itself. Some pigments are just naturally softer than others. So that's something that would be another whole big lesson sometimes, or I'm sure somebody's already addressed. You could go into your Google and just look up why are some colors softer than others with pencils, and I'm sure they would probably give you a good explanation for it. Okay, now, if my light, see, this is where we need a light source. If my light is coming from here, which is the top of my page, remember I turned this slightly. If the light's coming from here, this, in fact, I think I should go back out some. Yeah, my hand needs to be out some for this. This part right here is like this. So see how this hand is a little bit shaded and this hand is not? That's what we need to do there to make that happen. Okay, so now we're going to zoom back in. I'm going to go to my darker shade. So for this, you need 2 shades. I grabbed white just in case we need it. So along here is the part that was shadowed on my hand, right through here, right? So then we're going to take this, get lighter as I come out. And I'm going to go all the way to that line. Dark here, get lighter and lighter pressure as you come over to that line, because you do want it fading. Okay. do want that fade. So you want it heavier here and then lighter as it comes out. All right. So there's that side. And you can still see there's quite a bit of tooth in there. This side, there wasn't any of that. Now, if we have this going on, and then at the bottom we have this, there's going to be just a little bit of shading here so that you can still get the shape. So don't shade too much, but just enough that you end up with like a third color. Okay? I'm going to do a little bit here. Just very, very little. You shouldn't really be able to see much of that on the camera at all. Okay, then let's go to the lighter shade again. Let's go ahead and put this on. Really trying to get the white tooth gone this time. Go through there. Okay, then, yes, keeping my hand out of the way. Sorry, I had to look up into the tablet for a minute. There's that. Coming up this side. Getting all that done. Now's where I'm going to use the white. I'm going to come back in because this side was the side without hardly any shading. I'm going to lighten it up. Okay, the light's hitting right there, so it should be a little lighter. Then here I can lighten this just a bit, getting softer as I come up. Let's not add any light to this side. It's essentially giving me another shade. Then let's go with our lightest color again. We're going to go here. This is essentially the angle of this. Then this is the inside. We're going to go to the darker shade. Because if it's the inside and the light's coming down here, then that is this side. It's this side over here. So it's going to be darker. This side is the outside part that's coming around, so it's going to be the lighter. All right? Then we're going to come back. Now this is a little bit rounded. I'm going to go ahead and turn this back so it's right side up. See, she's swinging it just slightly. Okay, so the light's coming here. Because we want this to look somewhat rounded, we're going to have to make it a little darker in this corner. Okay, so lighter shade once again. Lighter of the two. Let's get this color on there. And yeah, I don't know if you can actually hear me on the paper or not. Again, this paper is fairly rough, but not in a takes lots of layers good way. It's rough in such a way as really hard to get the pencil down on there good without messing up the paper. Okay, this little piece here, I'm going to go ahead and use the darker shade and assume that that's part of the back side of the purse. Then I've also got my darker shade for down here. And make it fade. Okay. Now, if I wanted to make it look like light was really hitting off that, I could take my eraser to part of this to leave a highlight, or come back in with the white and do some there. Because I did white down here, I'm going to go ahead and do it with the white. I'm just going to do some white right here. Just really make it look like the light is hitting that edge. So then, and remember, I've got you zoomed on in there. When you come back out to normal, that's still not even normal there. Now, there, you've got a shine. Remember, you can take your Kleenex, rub across, get rid of some of the excess that leaves that big old yucky shine. Now see how smooth that is? Yeah. Now I'm going to go ahead and pick it up though, so that you don't have that shine. Can you see how it looks more dimensional? Now, I think I've lost some of the area here. When you have colors that bleed together into each other and you've lost something, you call it lost lines. Okay, and my light's going to shine on that, so I'm going to keep my hand under the edge of it. It's a lost edge right now. So I'm going to put a found edge back in there just by doing that. So all I did was just drew it back in. Okay, so now we've got that actual shape. Am I going to kill it if I turn this off? Okay, that's actually letting you see the color. Okay, I'm out of the light now. I'm just trying to give it to you in different ways so you can see what's really going on there. All right, so anyway, that's how you're going to get those folds and stuff in there, because you want that to look like it's an expandable piece that can actually be closed in and then popped back open as she fills it up. Okay, so there's our little fancy pants. All right, thanks for watching. Thanks for your support. If you really enjoy my videos, don't forget to be a follower, and it'll pop up and let you know when I've posted something new. See you sometime next week. Bye.